Oh, it does have golden sands, doesn't it? All our beaches do. But
remember, we live here.
I'm excited for Solana Beach. That's going to be fun to watch.
Yes, hope you stay tuned for that. Good morning to you. Let's go ahead and check in with Netta now. It's not feeling like summer. It's more like where we're supposed to be, right?
Yeah, the sand's seasonal. A little chilly probably. If you walk barefoot right now, it is seasonal. Actually, we're a little bit below that for the next few days. We're going to stay cooler than average. But here's what's going on this morning. Some cloudy skies out there. Low clouds coming in from the coastline. That's why we stay cool. It's thanks to our beaches, right? We live along the ocean. So all we're going to see the 60s for today. This is for downtown San Diego. I'll explain how long we're going to stay cool coming up here in your forecast. Jenny.
No issues traffic-wise at all. No delays and no crashes reported.
We are staying on top of breaking news. A strike is averted across UC campuses statewide, including at UC San Diego.
Yeah, just a short time ago, a tentative deal was reached between the university and the union representing non-tenured faculty. News 8's Evan Ronnie is on top of this in La Jolla with the latest. Good morning.
Good morning, Eric. Stella, that's right. That original strike was set to begin at 10 o'clock this morning, and it has now been called off. A two-day strike was set, but now called off because of an agreement made between the union representing thousands of non-tenured union employees at the UC system, lecturers at the UC system, and faculty members who say they have talked alongside the UC University of California management, who say they have agreed to many things, including better pay and better benefits. Now take a listen to what union leaders had told News 8 yesterday about why they were going to be taking to those picket lines in the first place.
It's just being able to survive and being able to give all the time they want to give to their students when they can't really even afford rent. And so everyone has to pick up side gigs, and it just becomes really exhausting.
And yet the union representing the lecturers and teachers said it filed 7 unfair labor practice charges with the California Public Employees Relation Board over the past 20 months. They say the 2 prominent filings that they made were addressed in this update. They accused the UC president, Michael Drake's administration, of failing to bargain over a handful of issues, including workload, wages, and paid family leave policy. But again, just about an hour ago, the union announced they won transformative and groundbreaking improvements in crucial areas, including job stability, workload, and compensation. Now, the union went on to say that while they will not be walking the picket line anymore, they will be gathering across the state for celebratory rallies at noon at the locations previously designated, including one here at UC San Diego. A VP for the union tweeted in part, quote, "I'm so grateful for every member who put their creativity, time, and energy into this contract campaign. UC lecturers have won rehiring rights, fair pay, and more." He went on to use the hashtag, "When we fight, we win." Now, because of this strike being called off, the classes that were set to be canceled for today and tomorrow across 9 different UC campuses, including here at UC San Diego, will go on as usual. That means any students, staff, faculty members who were set to go on strike or to join those strike members alongside them today will have to go back to class as scheduled. But again, there will be a celebration still set for noon at one of the parking structures here at UC San Diego to celebrate the end of that strike, or at least to have celebrated the aversion of that strike, celebrating the agreements that they made just about an hour ago between the union and the UC system. Outside of UC San Diego, I'm Evan Irani, News 8.
Evan, thanks for the update. Right now, authorities are looking for a missing 3-year-old boy from Tennessee who could be in our area.
Yeah, take a look at these photos. An Amber Alert has been issued in the search for Noah Clare. Authorities say he could have been taken by his father, Jacob. Investigators say they could be in San Diego, LA, Orange, Ventura, or San Bernardino counties. The car police think that they were in was found in San Clemente yesterday. If you've seen Noah or know anything about his whereabouts, you're asked to call police.
The man who barged into a child's funeral last week while running from police makes his first court appearance. He interrupted the funeral for 11-year-old Nicholas Curiel Maldonado and was arrested right there at the altar. A few of the boy's teachers were at the funeral and say it made a painful moment that much worse.
It was such an emotional day, and to have that added level of fear was just terrible.
We just want the family to know that we love them, that they are part of our community, and we want to do as much as we can for them.
It's a huge loss for us and his family.
The suspect is being held on $190,000 bail and is due back in court December 2nd. More help is on the way for young San Diegans experiencing homelessness.
This morning, local leaders and organizations are offering support through a walk and rally in the East County. News 8's Chris Groh is live in El Cajon with a closer look at the issue, including the resources available. Good morning, Chris.
And the stats are really staggering. About 1,500 homeless youth are estimated to be in San Diego County right now. And when you take a look at the bigger picture, it only gets even worse from there. So that's why we're seeing this. In fact, for the first time in 2020, unaccompanied young people were more likely than any other group to be without a place to live in San Diego County. So this rally and march being held for the first time, local leaders and organizations like HomeStart are joining forces for this. In fact, HomeStart is taking the lead. You're going to see participants dressed in green leading the way on their march. And it's not just going to be walking and rallying to raise awareness. There's also going to be that resource fair. So they're encouraging anyone who may be experiencing homelessness, youth homelessness, that they come out to this, that they try to access those resources that could be available there for them. We're also going to hear from people who experience this firsthand, and they will be part of that message out there, not only about awareness, but also trying to eliminate homeless youth, to try to get out of it, to try to solve this issue that has been plaguing California and really the country at large. And there are a number of organizations that already work on this, like the South Bay Community Services, somebody that we actually talked to earlier in the week directly about this issue of homeless youth, especially now that November is Runaway and Youth Homeless Awareness Month.
Homelessness is not new to San Diego. We're still seeing people come to us needing help with housing insecurity for very similar reasons. People find their way to us because of family instability, financial instability, at times family violence, and issues like that.
And this march and rally will be taking place here again in El Cajon, just off of Main Street. That's where it'll start. And the start time will be 9 a.m. Eric and Stella.
Chris, thanks for that. This morning, we are going to get an update on the county's plan to reach net zero carbon emissions. Supervisors will discuss a report that says governments and agencies across the entire San Diego region need to work together to help the climate. Suggestions include increasing the use of renewable energy and electric vehicles. Climate activists will rally ahead of the county meeting to demand these steps be implemented quickly.
All adults could soon be eligible for a COVID booster shot. The FDA and the CDC are discussing boosters over the next few days, and it could be approved by the end of the week. Current guidance says they're only approved for seniors and adults at high risk, but California and 6 other states have already said any adult who wants a booster can get one. Pfizer is asking the FDA for emergency use authorization for its experimental antiviral pill to treat COVID-19. In a clinical trial, it showed an 89% drop in the risk of hospitalization or death in COVID patients. The pill has to be taken with another antiviral pill within the first 3 days of COVID symptoms to be effective. Taking a look outside, Ned is joining us now with cooler temps. I just saw you walk outside. How's it feeling?
You know, I was looking at this live camera right here, and you see a little bit of opening, the clear skies. So I went to check. Kearny Mesa, we're clear right now. So, hey, we do have a little bit of marine layer clouds, but it does not seem to be as widespread. It's obviously not sitting as low. Here's our view, Del Mar. So we do have a few surfers out there this morning. And taking a look at your surf forecast for today, if you're one of the early ones who likes to get going on their day and their surf, we are looking at 2 to 4 foot waves. I'm not sure why my button's not working, so let me fix that. But I'll talk in the meantime. 2 to 4 foot waves, that's what we're expecting there today. What we are also going to see is that big fluctuation between high and low tide. So that will also be happening because we do have this partial lunar eclipse that's coming through on early Friday morning, 1 a.m. That's when we will see that partial lunar eclipse. So there you go. Finally, my graphics are back in motion. San Miguel's view, as you look towards the east here, you see some of these clouds and also low-lying marine layer clouds. So it really depends on where you are in the county. Visibility is at 0 in Ramona. You're clear in El Cajon. Things are looking pretty clear for you downtown San Diego as well. And Kearny Mesa, Miramar, just some areas, pockets of clouds, but it's not that big widespread low-lying cloud coverage like we saw yesterday. So no major issues with fog, of course, unless you're in Ramona, where it's also 44 degrees there. 52 in Poway, 54 in El Cajon, 57 in Chula Vista. No change for you in Chula Vista compared to yesterday at this time, but you'll see here El Cajon, Alpine, you're 7 degrees warmer right now. In the deserts, 11 degrees cooler, and that's also where things are still dry. The mountains and deserts, you're not getting that increase in that moisture. Alpine, 23% relative humidity. Compare that to your neighbors in El Cajon. alone at 80, 90s in Poway and Ramona. So we do have moisture where the cloud coverage is, and throughout the day today, we'll continue to see that clearing. So you should get plenty of sunshine for most of today. Our afternoon highs, though, they're going to be a little bit cooler, so we're not going to warm up much. The marine layer comes back each night and each morning. And now let's check in on traffic.
Overall, pretty quiet. I will show you the map big picture here, and you can see green pretty much everywhere. Coronado Bridge, yes, tail end as you're hopping off the bridge, you are going to tap those brakes for sure, but otherwise your drive through Chula Vista, Bonita, National City, no major issues. Central part of the county looks quiet as well, as does the northern part. However, I will take you a little bit further. We're going to go almost to the Rainbow area, but a little bit east. Taking that 76 right at Pala Mission Road, there's a brand new crash just reported a few moments ago. Cruiser blocking a single lane, but despite this, your travel times are still okay.